There's more after the credits, baby.
What else is there left?
Great question, Stefan. I don't remember.
Omo Chow.
Well,
Wait,
look,
did
we have some...
Did we get to the credits last time? I don't remember.
Oh, right. David's sober now. We took some time. We thought about the things we said and what we did and our desires, and we realigned. So...
Wow.
Yes, we did finish the game last time.
I forgot that happened. Wow. Also, why is my mic so loud? Okay, yeah.
Is everything okay?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm just really shocked at my... It doesn't matter. We're playing Sonic Generations.
That $3 wine goes pretty crazy as it turns out.
I guess so. Wow. I am... That's surprising to me that I didn't remember... Wait. Okay, so you're going to set up some skills. Oh, you're turning on Supersonic.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you're doing.
Aside from, I guess, colors, right? It was the first time you could do 3D Sonic in regular stages.
Huh.
So, if you discount the other time it happened back then, it was pretty cool. And even to this day, it's a rare thing. So I figured, heck,
I mean,
we'll show it off.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what? It's like Forces, and then
With the free DLC.
the almost not free DLC.
Oh.
And then after that, and then of course, Frontiers is boss fights.
So was there at least a couple weeks where you did have to pay for Supersonic?
No, it was initially free, and then they're like, but after a bit, you're gonna have to pay for it, and then people got such a backlash, they're just like, okay, no, it will be completely free.
Wait.
I was hoping there'd be at least one day where someone had to pay. So there's just a few people who got fucked over.
They have the Supersonic of shame on their record.
Oh, man. That sounds fun. The Supersonic of Shame. That's Sonic's his new transformation.
Sega is a strange company in that way because that was something they took feedback on. And a similar thing years later was Yakuza 7. The New Game Plus mode was being locked to DLC. And in both instances, a lot of people rightfully complained, and Sega went, whoops, we won't try that. But with Yakuza 8, they're trying it again. So I feel like we're not safe from the world where they try to charge for Supersonic DLC. We may see that come back someday.
It seems like their business model is, let's do stupid shit, but if people complain, then we'll stop. But if they don't complain...
But then it's also a weird case by case basis, because even with Forces, they had the episode Shadow DLC that was completely free, and that had a lot of more than you would expect, to the point where it's honestly, if that one they charged $3, you'd be like, okay, it's whatever.
Yeah.
That one's at least more. And then now, of course, with Frontiers, it's oh, they got a whole year's worth of content that they're just Nintendoing by just dumping it out at various points for free. So
you missed.
Yeah.
I didn't miss anything. I'm so good.
Does this play any different from normal Sonic?
Right. He doesn't seem very super, aside from from the look.
He's okay. So there's invincibility, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. He doesn't even look that much faster.
No, he doesn't.
I feel like his jump speed's a lot higher.
That's why I'm really confused.
He looks cool.
He does look cool. He did a little
Didn't even get
that is. I restarted, so I failed. It was embarrassing.
No, because you got a perfect. You missed by 50,000 to get the S rank.
Sega, what? I was ready to take the blame on that one, but hold on.
Sega didn't make that game. They published it, Chris. Come on.
Sonic Generations?
They funded it.
Which game?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, who made it?
Sonic Team made it.
I'm gonna kill Smish.
Wait, but
what do you want?
But since Sonic Team is basically a division of Sega with an in-name only thing, so it's
I thought it was obvious that I was.
Yeah, I know you're being facetious, but it's
your pedantry will not be tolerated here, Stephen.
Okay.
I don't understand what you're doing.
See,
Look, At least
everyone
in Sonic flying.
see,
You know,
everyone
he's flying.
everyone complains about everyone complains about the like them not including like whenever they have like a supersonic jingle, and then people complain that's too annoying. But like this makes it show that when you don't have the jingle, it just kind of deflates a lot of supersonic because it's just like, oh, now you're just yellow and running fast. It doesn't feel special without the jingle.
I don't know. I kind of like it without.
now you're just yellow.
Right. Well, what you need to do is like either you have some sort of jingle sound and then it goes back to the regular music, or you just do a Yoshi thing, you know? Or you add some drums. Right? With Mario
Yeah.
in Super Land World?
Yeah,
he goes,
every track gets a set of bongos playing.
yeah.
I was gonna say if they did that nowadays, it'd be like break chord nonsense EDM drums, and I think I'd be okay with it. But then again, that's Frontiers' soundtrack anyway. So what am I talking about? Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm not, instead of drums, I feel like it would be like, it would be like a hardcore electric guitar. So it's like, yeah, you're just playing regular Green Hill, and now there's just a giant, there's like a hard Jun Senoue-esque like riff that just starts playing ham right now as you're like supersonicking.
Whoa.
boost takes so many
Flying.
rings, but if you don't boost, you're just normal speed. It's such a weird.
That is
Yeah.
weird.
It's cool, but
I guess I didn't really think it through.
what were they thinking?
Oh god, Supersonic just it goes back and forth across the screen like a madman. I don't...
It's like his final smash.
Okay. Oh, there's the door. Okay, we're going in.
We found the door.
This is
I
where
figured we
Sonic keeps all his
Yes,
memories.
door into summer. Aw.
figured we look at some JPEGs together as a family.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's Green Hill.
Oh, David, do you have any stories for these?
No.
Why not?
Well, this was I was an adult when this came out, so I didn't sit as a child with my sister and make up stories about every picture. Instead, I looked at it and went, "Huh, interesting. This is the evolution of the game. Ah, curious. Let me think about it." Important
there's
original
random concept
sketches.
art
Hey, this is from
for the
2001.
original games. I guess.
I think that's what those were from. Yeah.
Yeah, these ones are these are all clearly original.
Yeah.
Really?
One of the ideas we had. Oh. Good.
What were the other ideas, Mr. Sonic Team, not Sega?
I don't know. Oh, here we go. All spikes and speed. Sonic the Hedgehog is the fastest hedgehog in the world. He's big on
Whoa.
attitude. And, I'm a gentle soul. I was bullied in the past for having two tails. I became more confident after meeting Sonic and seeing him run like the wind.
All right, let's hear your Knuckles voice.
Hey, I once caused 80% of people to die.
It just sounded like, hey, you up?
Amy
Oh,
DTF.
Shadow.
that's right. Ah, she's smart,
He has a
sassy,
strong
and
sense of
seductive.
purpose.
Fun to look at how little some of these characters have changed 10 years since.
All
We
right.
got some consistency
He may
in the
be an
models and
optimist,
stuff,
but he's also a realist.
Uh-oh.
He
Uh-oh.
is also realist.
And there's Blaze. She's having a good time. SBO, a master of ninjutsu? Or
Creamy Italian salad.
Oh, and there's Charmy.
Charmy bee.
He's just a child. No brain damage here. Head honcho.
Is a nightmare blunt patient.
Oh, there's Eggman. And you can switch characters. Right, because you get to see, there he is. Look at him. He's so shiny. You feel like you could just roll him down the hallway.
Can't switch metal though. There's no long lanky
Ew.
metal.
I don't like
No. They should have had models for everyone. I mean, everyone that's applicable. Right, so if this is the room of Sonic's memory... Oh! You fell down a hole.
Whoa, what
How much-
happened?
How much do you guys love me in the FTCR audience?
Oh no.
This
Just-
much.
I'm just asking
12.
because
This is the perfect
I
time.
just thought we could spend some time together.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
oh.
Do you remember what these numbers were supposed to do? Like how they were
Well,
supposed to be.
David.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked, because if you lived in the UK, you could purchase products that would randomly have these codes on them, and then go home and put them in the Sonic Generations and get a model and go, wow.
I
Also,
love
some were
Smash.
given away online, I guess.
I love Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, some were given away online, and what ended up happening is that somebody immediately data mined and found every code and went, here's all the codes, and then Sega went, well, that ruins all of our plans. I guess we'll just release all the codes. Which they did.
And what was the plan? Like, what was the purpose of these?
Cross promotion.
Cross promotion,
Zoom product?
long-term engagement, probably. I think.
Like, am I crazy? Like, there were some on clothes even, right? Like, you had to get the clothing tag or something. I remember people in the UK hunting down the clothes and being like, here's the code.
They found the code. This code
Maybe I
here
made that up.
is going to unlock something for us.
Oh.
What will it unlock?
Hi.
Oh, it's cream. Good. Do they tell you anything? Like, when you look at the...
No.
No? Oh.
There's nothing.
Wait, why did you run forward? Oh, I
Can
guess
you
so
like
we can
rotate
see.
and zoom or like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can do that, at least, right? You can go look at them clothes.
Well, they already have bios upstairs.
Right, but...
Oh, for some of these.
Right, there's way more trophies than there are bios up there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting looking room. I feel like...
It's yellow.
It is yellow. I feel like when you unlocked more trophies, that you should also make the room come more to life. Like, pictures should fill in those frames. Maybe you get splashes of color. Like, make it feel more alive as you're adding...
Maybe some of these characters could walk around and hang out.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Do you mean like in White Space, David? Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah, but here, because it's the same game.
And the gold space, the you spent money space.
Ooh, gold space. Can we get that trademarked
Not-
before somebody steals it?
What was that noise?
No, that was my table.
It
Oh,
sounded like a bike horn.
right. I got really confused.
Oh.
Or maybe like you were blowing your nose in a hilarious way.
Wow.
Honk shoe.
Right. Like we don't.
There's Chow, there's Omo Chow. Like, isn't this fun?
Yeah.
This is a very long password.
It's 6
Been here
digits.
for a while.
Right. How many of these statues are there?
Gosh, like at least 40?
Right. So it could just be like a 3-digit code.
Well, yeah. Maybe they wanted to add some over time, and they just didn't.
Oh. Right. There could have been like DLC, like, oh, can you find the 60 new codes that you have to then type into here to get 60 new trophies? Like maybe they'd be scattered within the actual levels, like, oh, you have to play Green Hill again, and if you find a number, it's just like a giant 9 floating in the sky, and you touch it, it gives you the password. And you can, wow.
I pulled some trivia from Sonic Not Phantom.
Okay.
Most of the characters' poses are resembling those from their Sonic Channel artwork, which is neat. The Sonic Generations Sonic the Hedgehog commemorative statue by Jazzwares included 10 codes for the statue room.
Okay, so that's a little synergy there.
Yeah.
I love this. Yeah, it's door into summer is so beautiful.
Yeah, that's why they should have put a chaotix level in this game.
I agree. I agree. There should have been a 3D blast level. I want to see how a 3D blast level would look in this game.
I'm back from counting. There are 55 of these.
Okay, right. It could have been a 3-digit code, right?
Do they give us Fang? They don't give us Fang, do they?
No, this is before they started. I mean, there is a poster, but they're not really acknowledging him yet.
Yeah, Fang, Mighty, and Ray are on wanted. Well, Fang's on a wanted poster, and then Mighty and Ray are on missing posters.
Yeah.
It's so strange hearing about that because it was Sega of Europe's community manager making a note to Sonic Team, basically.
Right, Kevin Eva.
And
Whoa.
I guess he had to like push for it, and I'm just like, what? Why?
Right, it's weird that you have to push for an acknowledgement of something you own in a game that's meant to celebrate 20 years of that character's history.
Especially when there's already billboards in that level for like, oh, it's Blaze's coffee, whatever the hell it's advertising.
I wonder.
It's like, what? What's the matter?
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, it just shows like the thought process that Sega's had over the years and how it's shifted and changed, and like sometimes really bad at what they do, and other times they're okay at it.
All the way to the point of like, oh, there's a Fang short now, right? And not to say when it released, because who knows when this will come out, but weird how 10 years changes a franchise.
That's true.
Well, I mean,
are we having fun?
We're slowly seeing like more and more fans of Sonic become staff of Sonic. So like, you're gonna get
scary.
Little bit more. You're gonna get a little bit more push,
right?
For the things that people care about.
One day, there will be no original creators involved with Sonic. It will all be fans.
It was the thing where it was like, I forget if it was Azuka specifically who said it, but they were like, oh, we were surprised that people liked Mighty and Ray in Mania Plus, so they were like, oh, we should bring back somebody else, and it's like, yeah, you think? It's like, you're surprised?
Just bring back everyone. How hard is that?
It's pretty easy. I've done it.
Oh, wow, yeah.
All right.
We should bring back Torch. What?
Okay. I'll reach out to Torch. It'll be the FTCR special of all time.
Right. I mean, we could have a reunion special. Everyone, whoever left FTCR comes back. They sit in a circle.
Torch them in one Discord call, and oh boy.
We can call it FTCR Resurrection.
Right. You could probably throw in a few other related persons from related channels.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
I wasn't around, so I don't know exactly who that'd be. Probably people who were on channels like... Isn't there one called Grr Angry Commentary?
Gosh, which one?
No, see, all we have to do is just put Johnny on the thumbnail and then have him in the video for less than 5 minutes, and there we go. Then that'll get all the views.
Right. Yeah. You could probably get Johnny in here with like stock footage, right? Like you don't even need live Johnny. You just
stock footage,
right?
And then the rest of the video can be the Nostalgia Critic.
Oh man,
yeah, I'd watch that.
Could we get the Nostalgia Critic to record one of these? I'd want to know.
Are we gonna have a video that's just literally just a bunch of cameos?
Well, yeah.
Like we just buy a bunch of cameos and have the whole video just be those.
That's kind of what this part is, but for Sonic. So if you think about it, it's not that crazy.
Right. So in the numbers you're putting is actually our credit card info.
Oh.
Each time.
All right.
We got to put in.
If any of you people out there buy anything with my card, it better be something cool. I want to look at it on my statement and be like, yeah, I would have bought that.
That's right. You can get the FTCR Gold Card, and when you're building up points, you unlock things like frequent flyer miles and Sonic the Hedgehog memorabilia.
Oh, boy.
That's right. If you spend $50,000, you can get a 7-inch Sonic the Hedgehog plush.
Why did you put so much emphasis on inch?
I don't know.
A 7-inch.
I don't think you did, Chris. I think that's all on you.
Yeah.
If you spend $30,000, I'll give you the Starbucks Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2 iOS card that Skylar gave to me.
Oh, wow.
Chris, you have me if I spend $30.
I need to see if I have that card somewhere, because I kept it safe after I got it years ago, and I don't know where it is anymore.
Oh.
That's a great thing to own. You can post that on Twitter like every 2 years and go, remember this weird thing? You get like 8 likes.
That's all I. That's literally all I do now is just find something randomly around the house, being like, "Hey, yo, remember this, Lamau," and then get 5 likes for it.
Maybe I should do that with my Sonic Sugar.
Yes. Okay. Question.
Yeah.
If you guys could put one random reference into a new Sonic game in reference to an old Sonic, what would it be? I'd put in a Sonic Adventure remake into a Sonic game and then play it.
Oh.
Well, that's a huge reference.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know,
It's a whole
I dream big.
that's a whole damn
you know,
game.
like,
It's a whole. Oh.
they have all these cameos, you know. I'm just like, let's get a big cameo.
Right.
What if the Sonic Adventure remake, but it's like Final Fantasy VII remake, where it's like, oh, it changes some things, and then you get to the end, and it's like, oh, then suddenly Shadow shows up, and then you get part 2, where it's like you get Sonic Adventure remake part 2, and it's a completely different version, but with some similarities to Adventure 2, and then it all leads into part 3, which is the real Sonic Adventure 3.
Oh.
Rewriting the timeline.
I mean that. If it's done purposefully and in story, I'm okay with that.
I think a reference that I would put into the next Sonic game is from a little game called Sonic Frontiers.
Ooh.
That's in the past now, right?
It will be when the next one.
It's almost a
comes
year
out.
old. Or it is a year old.
It came out in November, didn't it?
Yeah, November. I was like, wait,
Oh my
yeah.
god! What? It came out a year ago? What the fuck happened? What did I do in the last year? Oh my god! Sorry.
Nothing
Look
but
what you're doing now,
Frontiers.
Steven.
But there's
kinda
classic
freaking
Sonic.
This is what you did.
Oh, there's Miles Prower.
You ate some ice cream? I know you did that.
Oh, right. The Sonic ice cream is probably a very obvious thing. Was that in Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Probably.
Okay.
I like hearing this music
Yeah.
over and over.
Wait.
You know, they picked a good one to put down here at least.
You can't just go to the next one without exiting?
Nope.
Like you can't use the trigger buttons or anything?
Nope.
Wow.
It's very silly.
Well, it does feel like this portal room was an afterthought, doesn't it?
Well, it's like an accident at a point.
They didn't
hold down the
mean
select
to make
button.
this.
Like the game doesn't even tell you about it. Like the merch told you about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, because you had to hold down the select button to get in there.
Yeah,
Which,
it's like
like-
when you had to hold down so that Knuckles would make a sprite animation in Sonic 3.
Right!
See, it's exactly what I don't know. Like, is this stupid? Yes. Do I love it because it feels like it's almost weirdly magical in a way where it's just like, oh my god, this can happen? You know? Yes. So I think I like it, even if every single part of it I just look at and go, why though?
Right. They should have
Why
put
did you do this?
more trophies in it. Like there's Jet,
It's a-
but where's Wave and
It's like
Storm?
a sum of the parts thing or whatever.
I was hoping you wouldn't remember Storm's name, so I was gonna be like, no one tell him. I want to see what he did.
I did have a moment I couldn't think of it.
Storm the Albatross?
I don't. Oh, right. And what they should have done is they should have had a trophy of Zavik to tease the next game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what Pixar does, right? In every movie, they have an Easter egg for the next movie.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah. More often than not, if nothing else.
Right, and because they're like, we know what's in the future. And Sonic could be like, I know what's in the future. This is a time game.
I like that stuff. Pokemon does it though, and it does mean you get tons of people pointing at every single detail in the game, being like, is this the hint for the next game? And the last one, it was like, wow, this wallpaper of oranges and grapes, that's random. And it turns out that was the tease for the next game, so it could be anything.
Oh.
What was were they working on Lost World at this time?
In theory, right? Like,
I think generally there's always like pre-production conceptual ideas. Like as they're nearing the end, they're already going, okay, what should the next Sonic game be? It doesn't always mean what they're thinking is what ends up happening, though. There sure was a gap between Lost World and Forces.
Like having one of the levels be like a level like from a future game that hasn't come out yet, like that would have been like the best thing. But yeah, I feel like the game probably wasn't in development far enough for them to be confident with putting the level in, and then maybe being like, oh, after that it ends up having to be cut or changed for whatever reason. So I think they were like, yeah, let's not do that.
Right.
Also, like elephant in the room, Sonic Lost World's level themes are
right,
half just old Sonic level themes anyway.
Right.
So
if they put windy...
Honeycomb Highway.
Sure.
If only.
Sure. Honeycomb. Well, yeah, right. Because the first one, Windy Town. That's Green Hill.
Windy Town.
Yeah. Windy Town. Yeah. Oh, look, it's a speed booster. What would it actually feel like going into a speed booster?
Going through a really fast car wash.
Oh, I guess so.
You know, like when you go into the airport and those things just slide you around like weird pieces of sushi? Like that, but busier.
Okay. Oh, we're really focusing on... Oh, that's the end!
Oh.
Thank you, everyone, for watching our Sonic Generations Let's Play. Let's all appreciate Cucky together in 2024. Thank you.
Sonic Generations is more than 10 years old? What?
Ah!
Oh my god!